Um, I mean, it's a very complex question, but I think that it has been an amazing experience. I think in terms of the culture here and the innovation that is going on, it's really a right place to be. So I mean, like, because we are both from the Norway and Denmark. I mean, initially we wanted to start in Denmark, but like after we saw like the technology boom that is going on here in Sweden and how much hype and buzz it is around, we really decided to stay here instead. Basically, when we wanted to, like in the business that we do, which is the web analytics mainly, after I worked here in Stockholm, I worked for Google for 3 years, and then I moved here in Stockholm, worked here like around for a year. So what we really saw is that the part of the early adapters that are here in Sweden is much higher than what it is in Norway or in Denmark as well, and that is kind of like the reason why we actually decided to take it here in Stockholm in Sweden. And the web analytics business is really something that we are looking into as a part where we are part of the development, a part of the evolution that is actually happening within the online. And because there is, I think Sweden, so I read somewhere that Sweden has the most used analytics tools within the Nordics. Not necessarily the Google Analytics, which is the product that we're focusing on, but a lot of the other products such as like Omniture and WebTrends, etc., etc. So a lot of people are really aware of that the need to measure and take a decision based on numbers. And because of that, I mean, it was just a natural decision. When it comes to the culture itself, I mean, if we look at like a Silicon Valley, and we are always like looking over there to see like what is the new stuff that is going on, etc. And there is like more and more things happening here, such as, for example, we were at this startup day that was arranged from Stockholm School of Entrepreneurship, which was a great buzz, and we really liked it in terms of the level that it was on, because it was a lot of it was an advanced level. Basically, there was a lot of venture capitalists that were talking about the innovation. There was a lot of entrepreneurs from Sweden that were also talking about their experience. I mean, Sweden is normally for the tech industry is normally it's a local market, so you really have to like go out there and bring over the culture from abroad in order to succeed globally as well. So I mean, like there's a lot of good startups that have come from Stockholm. I mean, like everybody's talking about Spotify. There is in our industry as well. For example, BERT is like one of the projects that are really innovative and that everybody is looking into. It's like it's competition that is on a high level. Then you have like iSettle as well, that is challenging globally. So I think that a lot of people here, and there is a generation shift as well, which is creating this kind of like Nordic Silicon Valley. Finding the right competencies within Sweden is possible, but still it's within our niche. It's very hard, obviously, and I mean, like through different programs, through different like taking in interns and helping them grow together with us is kind of like the strategy that we have taken a lot of experience, having a lot of good experience from, and obviously Isaac has been like a tremendous help when it comes to that as well. I mean, the whole process has been like so smooth. It has been really one of the greatest experiences when it comes to like any part of like employment consultancy that you wanted to be. They arranged everything. They were really quick. They were really understanding. They answered all the questions that we needed. We could fully trust them that they would deliver. It has just been like a very smooth process. It's just been like there is no pain at all at any time, and which is something that we don't experience that much, because there's always some kind of hurdles that are always something like that you have to fix. But in this case, it was just like really top notch. There is a lot of benefits. I mean, they really know, they really have the network that we kind of need as well, like global network from people that from different countries that can like come in there with their experiences, with their both local and global knowledge that they have. So it's a really a huge advantage is in having them being able to reach out. I think that's that is really, really one of the strongest things. And there's always a lot of talent that is out there, but just finding it is really, really hard. So I think like in terms of the advantages there, they really have a huge network that they can reach out to a lot of people.